It's over for Jake Paul. Jake Paul is about to have one of the worst nights of his life come December 19th when he finally officially fights Anthony Joshua in Miami. With that being said, guys, make sure to subscribe and clock in, and let's get ready to talk about some boxing. But first, guys, I finally have a gaming channel. It's going to be on one of these top two corners right here. It's going to be kind of Call of Duty, Battlefield, maybe some lifestyle content in there. So if that's something you guys would enjoy outside of this MMA stuff, make sure to link the description down below and go ahead and shoot a follow. But with that being said, guys, let's get back into the video. So as of this morning, Jake Paul is finally confirmed to be fighting Anthony Joshua in Miami on December 19th at 245 pounds. And it is an absolute travesty what's going to happen. Jake Paul is going to be fighting him in 10-ounce gloves. There is not a thing that can be done to stop this fight. I would hope someone gets called off. If Jake Paul were to win this fight, this is such a one-sided fight where I think this would be scripted. Honestly, Jake Paul, you need to check your team because you're not ready for this, man. I am here to break down not why this is stupid, not why, because I've done this already in a past video. Link's going to be down in the description down below. It's going to be explaining everything on why I think Jake Paul is not the smartest person to be taking this fight against Anthony Joshua. I think that if you guys are interested in those thoughts, you guys should watch that video. But for this video, I'm going to break down what's going to classify as a win here for Jake Paul or a loss. I think if Jake Paul lasts longer than 4 rounds, maybe gets halfway through the fight before getting knocked out or stopped, I think Jake Paul's a win. Because Francis Ngannou couldn't do that. There's a lot of pro boxers who have not lasted more than 4 rounds with Anthony Joshua. Do I think he can do that? No. If Jake Paul is able to get his licks in, man, maybe drop him, God forbid knock him out, because I can see that happening. If Anthony Joshua walks into something careless, just because his chin is gone, he got rocked by Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk, Vladimir Klitschko. All these guys have hurt him. But what makes me believe that Jake Paul has no chance is because Jake Paul has never knocked somebody out that's around his size. He hit Tommy Fury with a clean right, didn't drop him. Anderson Silva didn't knock him out. Anderson Silva's been knocked out clean before. Who else? Nate Diaz couldn't knock him out. Julio Chavez Jr. couldn't knock him out. These are all guys who are smaller than him naturally. He's not able to put these guys away. Fought a 56-year-old Mike Tyson, wasn't able to put him out, and he was trying to in the beginning of that fight. So there's nothing that leads me to believe that he's going to be able to knock out Joshua, who's 245, who's been hit by the big guys, who has some type of chin, even though it's kind of questionable now if he couldn't take a shot or can't take a shot, but it is still Anthony Joshua. There is not one avenue in this fight that Jake Paul is going to be an advantage in. Joshua's taller, bigger, faster, stronger, hits harder. There is nothing that Jake Paul does better. I think Jake Paul is going on a miracle chance. But I'm going to give some spicy takes. I would not be shocked if this is Jake Paul's last fight, because it could be something where he knows he's going to lose, but he wants to see how long dedicating his life for 5 years really does take an effect on boxing. How much he picked up, where his level's at right now. Because after that loss to Tommy Fury, we kind of did see him kind of get lost a bit with the Ryan Borlands and the Andre August. Then now we see him kind of picking things back up. I just don't like this fight, man. You can see it in my face. I'm looking at myself while I'm recording this video. I don't like it. He's going to get knocked out. I'm a supporter of Jake Paul, even if this is his last fight. And he says, fuck it, I want to see where I'm at. I want to see how good I am. Then gets knocked out. It's not a good thing. Because they say he wants to come back pure and be like, Jake Paul will never be as good as these guys. Because right now, Joshua is looked at as washed. Even though he's still 32, prime in his career. That is still prime. Even though he's not champion anymore, he's still in a good youth. So Jake Paul's career really could be over if he gets knocked out or the bad things happen. Because no one's going to want to watch him anymore. The big appeal to watching Jake Paul is you say, I want to see him get knocked out. People really didn't get that with the Tommy Fury. We've never really seen Jake Paul hurt except against Tyron Woodley that one time, that one punch, but nothing happened. Once people see him get knocked out cold and he's going to get stiff like a board, pause. I think that a lot of people are going to lose interest in watching him fight. And there's rumors out there that he's getting paid $265 million. Man, that's worth it, because you're probably not going to fight after this. You're probably going to be out for a long time. And I feel like if it is Jake Paul's last fight, I would like to say that I enjoyed the career. I watched every single fight. He's someone that pushed past the boundary of YouTube boxing and got into it a lot of these guys and was able to beat them. We've seen a lot of people get in it with actual MMA fighters and have not beat them, such as Dr. Mike got absolutely schooled by that one guy, Nate Diaz's training partner. Can't remember his name. I know it's Silva something. Then we have a guy like Le'Veon Bell fighting Uriah Hall. Got dominated by Uriah Hall. The only person who successfully did it was Jake Paul. Get out of here with that KSI shit, the freaking Joe Fourniers, these bombs, Luis Pineda. Those guys are trash, man. But I do enjoy, I give props that KSI is finally giving his flowers to Jake Paul, saying, fair play, mate, you know, knowing that this is a fucking dangerous fight, man. If anybody here should be on Jake Paul's side, is everybody in the YouTube boxing speak should be backing Jake Paul to win this fight. Because Jake Paul wins this fight, this is good things for the YouTube boxing scene. But if Jake Paul gets put out in 2 rounds, 3 rounds, people are gonna look at him like, haha, you deserve that. You're never great. Blah, blah, blah. This, and that. That would be a loss for Jake Paul. If Jake Paul's ever get to 4 rounds, I think people can see, you know, Jake Paul might be better than we all thought. I would love to see a Tommy Fury match if he does so. But if he gets knocked out, I think we should call it a quits for that career. Jake Paul did everything he could go MVP. He has so many avenues now to make money. I just do not feel like he needs this anymore, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is Jake Paul going to get starched, knocked out? Is he going to survive? I have so many questions, so make sure to drop in the comment section down below. I'll be answering them. Also, guys, make sure to watch my last video. It's a breakdown of UFC 322, and I think I predicted it a little bit spot on some of the fights. So make sure to check that link in the description down below, and go ahead and shoot a like on the video. But finally, guys, make sure to uppercut the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.